Right, time to plant some more garlic. And I like garlic, as you know, and onions. And I've got loads and loads of garlic seeds. Some new strain, I've got Casablanca here. And then I've got my own saved seed here. I just want to show you the difference. So this is the Casablanca. And this is my own saved seed. I don't know if you can see, but this one is slightly narrower. Not a bad size. But these are my own. And you can see how much more meat they have on them. Well, for want of a better word, they've got far more meat. They're really, really fat bulbs. And these are the ones that were shop bought garlic 3 years ago. And I've continued them on, and each year they're getting progressively bigger. So you can see I've got a pot of my own, and then I've got a pot of the Casablanca. So we're going to get these planted, and then we'll bring you back. Right, so we've just been cracking on and getting sorted basically. Didn't want to video the entirety of this. So over here we've got 30 red onions in here. Well, these are my own garlic. Really pleased with these this year. Some really good seed this year. And those 30 big ones, there's actually a lot more than that, but they're the biggest and the best. And this is the third year I've grown them myself, so they're well acclimatized. And now I'm just about to start planting. I'm not sure whether you can just see over here or not. In these cells here, I'm going to start planting Japanese onions in here. Now, it's a few years since I grew from bulbs because of the Bolton. But I did find one year when I grew them in the polytunnel, I could get a nice early harvest, and I will still be growing onions from seed again this year. But I'm thinking we can get these in and out of the polytunnel, hopefully as small onions. Right, let's see what we've got. So here we've got, these are 10 salt trays. So we've got 30 red onion, 31 of my own garlic, just because they were all large cloves. So there's 31 of those. We've got 30 Japanese onions in here. We've still got these red onions left. These are me primo cabbages to go in the polytunnel. 3 broccoli there from my brother. Then I've got 10, 20, 30, 42 Casablanca garlic. The experiment with the strawberry runners, by the way, they are still alive, but they weren't looking too clever. So I've put them into these jars down in trays, just dropped them in with water from the bottom to see if we can get them to recover. Then we've got another 40 salt tray, it's either 40 or 60, I can't remember, with all the tiny ones of the Japanese onion. Like I said, even if you want to take them as small onions, it's a harvest of onions. So waste not, want not. And these are the mother plants, and they are getting established. Most of these have took root again. If you remember, these had roots on, of course. But at least they're taking, and I have more outside as a backup just in case they didn't. But so I've dropped these into water now. So you have water just in these, and you just drop the leaves in so that the root is just and so in the water. Hopefully once they get a couple of roots on, then we'll transplant them and we will get something out of them, if not all. Right, I've came in to make myself a cup of coffee. I can't believe how cold it is. I've actually got the fire on in front of me, down on the floor. I've got one of these little gas heaters, and I've actually got that on in front of me. My hands were absolutely pickled, and that was even working in the dry area. You've seen it start of the video, the sunshine. That didn't last 5 minutes. started pouring down again, really heavy, and hailstones. and it's gone really cold. So I've come in here, get myself a little bit of a warm and a cup of coffee. So a lot of people have actually noticed and commented on some of my latest videos, and I just want to apologise at this point for the constant sniffing when I'm doing videos. It doesn't matter how many times I blow my nose prior to doing the video. Since I've had COVID, I seem to have this lingering effect where I'm just constantly sniffing, and if I bend over, my nose ends up running even faster. Then to top it off, last night, excuse me, I started with yet another cold, and it's got worse. So I can only apologise about the sniffing, guys. I do blow my nose and try to not sniff if I can. But unfortunately, it's something I can't help. And I hope it doesn't spoil the content for you. So I know when I play it back, it doesn't sound too good. But unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do. So I've had my cup of coffee now, well, having it, and I've just had a bit of lunch. So I'll finish this off and then we'll get back to it. Right, I'm out here in the polytunnel. I'm not sure how good the light is in here or how you can see. But some of these tomatoes, the green ones, are now going soft as well. So we're going to make a start on clearing out the polytunnel and taking the last of the harvest, which are actually still quite firm, ironically. The red ones seem to be firm, but some of these green ones, they're going to go too soft before they get ripened now. So I'm just taking the last of the harvest, making sure there's no bad ones, so that when we put them in the bag, they end up turning the other ones. So anything we know will ripen, like these, they'll finish off ripening in the bag with the other ones that's already ripe. So I'm just going to get on with doing these and all this side. We've loads of peppers down here as well. Got lots of peppers on here. We're going to harvest these off as well and check our last harvest out of the polytunnel. Right, we made a good old start at this, but the daylight is fading fast. It's only 4 PM, but it's been dark and miserable all day, and the nights are cutting in much earlier now. So we've made a good old start cleaning down here. As you can see, I just thinned out the grapevine and kept the 2 branches that we're going to keep. Instead of coming across the middle, I decided I'd come across this other rail down here as well, like that. But I've snapped the end off, that's all. I need to wait to put another one out next year and use that to come on down. We're going to leave them in situ because they're established. We're not going to disturb them, uproot them and pot them, and we're going to leave them where they are. Maybe chuck a bit of fleece over them if we really have to, because they're really established. So I'm just going to leave them in. These are the peppers, these are sweet peppers. And then we've got a bit of a challenge on with Danny at the Grapevine Garden. So this is an aubergine. This is a grafted aubergine. There was 3, and to be fair, I've cut the other ones out and left only 1. And again, I was going to pot it on and put it into the pot, but I've decided I'm going to leave it in situ. And again, throw a bit of fleece over it and perhaps protect it that way. Now, I don't even know if you can overwinter aubergines, but we're about to find out. So Danny decided to put me to a challenge to see, 1, if we could get one to winter, 2, to see if we can get it to flower, and 3, to see if we actually get a harvest of it next year, or whether it's a complete waste of time. Now, Danny can winter his in any way he wants, but that's the way I've chosen to do mine. 1 more pepper there. We've got all the halos lifted, and we've still got all this dross to clean up. So all the marigolds, they're going to the chickens, and all the debris is going in the compost bin. And that's all the halos stacked up there. We need to get them brought back in. Looks like it's going to rain any moment, so we'll get this lot tidied away, and then I think we'll call it a day for today. So I've just come over to the compost bin, and as you can see, this is how much water we've had. All the water standing outside of the polytunnel, all down here. So you can see how bad it gets up here in winter, guys. Really, really bad. And this isn't half of it yet. We haven't had anywhere near what we normally get. On a positive note, our calabrese have all got nicely established. Fingers crossed. And these are the Tundra Cabbage that we planted just a couple of weeks ago, and killers all, and I forget what the other variety was now. As you can see, all doing really nice. A little bit of damage on one leaf down there, we need to keep an eye on that. And then these were the last calabrese, the second round of calabrese we put in, and they're getting established now as well. Still got the strawberry bed to deal with. We'll wait until a better day for that. As I say, they'll all be getting chopped out, and the whole lot, with the exception of half a dozen, will be getting binned. Need to get some cardboard on here pretty swiftly, and here. Maybe do that tomorrow, just to stop the weeds coming any further. We'll take the top off them again and then put some cardboard down. But it just shows you how quickly they come, even in this weather, guys, even with the cardboard on. Although if the cardboard stays put, it's not so bad. Right, everything's looking a bit bare now. That's one of the things I will not be growing again next year, is the celery. It's done amazingly well, but we don't eat enough of it to warrant growing it. The leeks in this bed have done really well, and we've actually been eating these already. But those ones are just starting to make out, but I have a feeling they may bolt before they actually get going. But we'll see. Like I said, we can just take them as small. They'll just be a little harvest when there's nothing else. Wow, 4:30, and it's shown lighter on the camera than it actually is. It's getting almost dark. But at least we've got another good harvest of peppers and tomatoes. That's our final harvest out of here. And I've just been and pulled all of the rest of the carrots out whilst I was over there. I'll leave them until tomorrow in the barrow. I'll sort them out tomorrow. Oh, there's a big flash of lightning. I don't know if the camera picked that up or not. And then we've got some chilies here, which we'll take as well. There we go. Wow. It really is dark, guys. It's almost dark, although the camera is obviously, it's adding the light. So yeah, I think it's about time we give this one up as a bad job. It's forecast to be bad again tomorrow, so we'll see whether we get up or not. Right, I think that's, whoa, there's another flash of lightning. Right, that's it, guys, for today. Thanks for popping along. Thanks for all your likes, comments, dislikes, subscriptions. Really do appreciate it. If it's your first time here, think about it and that subscribe button down below. And hit the little bell icon, select all, and that will alert you every time I put a new video. If you want to follow me along, guys, as always, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.